I'm going to use two short videos to demonstrate two powerful new components. We're going to look at the ext hash join component in this example from the joiners group of components, and I've got two of them here. I've renamed them by clicking in here. I can actually give it a slightly friendlier name. And then the aggregate function. So I'll start off by describing in general terms what this transformation does. We have two CSV files, one called orders and one called order items. So if we quickly look inside order items, we'll see, let's just load up some data. There you can see we've got order number 10248. We've got three order items inside that order. And here is the order file itself. Let's select view data. And there is our order 10248. And we're actually going to be pulling in this customer ID to help us look up the company name. Then there's the customers file. That's the same customers CSV file we've been using in earlier examples. And let's just open this up. And here you can see there's that customer ID field, and I'm actually, as I said, interested in extracting the company name for use later on in this transformation. So there are three separate data source files. Associated with each of those is metadata. So here on this edge you can see we've got I_orders, here I_order details, and on this one I_customers. And as you'd expect, they're down here on the left hand side. I use I_ just as a prefix to help me remember that that's an input file, O for output file, and X is sort of internal data structure for use somewhere within all of this. Yes, here we're joining the orders with the order items, and then we're outputting. Let's just take a look at the. Let's go into here, and we'll actually see what we're outputting. You're looking at the transform statement. So I've just got to bring this into my field of view. So you can see we're taking here from one of the join inputs the customer ID and the unit price and the quantity. That's from the order details. And I'm outputting those to my internal structure X order details. And I've got unit price, unit quantity, and the customer ID. So let's remember those: price, quantity, customer ID, because that is going to be used to feed in to another join component along this line here. And here we're going to merge those. Let's just go in and take a look again. So here we're merging the unit price and quantity with the company name that we've looked up through this join. So there you can see we're pulling that in, company name. And also, very interesting, you can see I'm now at this point working out my the value of this particular line item by multiplying the unit price by the quantity, and that's being written, as you can see, to this metadata field called temp value. So that's an interesting little point. And then what comes out of that is this line here, which is going to be fed into our aggregate function. So what the aggregate function does, it's rather like a group by statement in SQL. Again, rather than waffle about it, let's just open it up and take a look. And here you can see how we're, if I go back to the, just look in the background, you can see our aggregate key is company. That's here. And then we're looking to aggregate with functions on temp value. That's the unit price multiplied by quantity, if you remember in the previous stage. And that's going to give us the sum of that, the total sales, the average sale value, and the count to unit sales. So there we've actually completed the entire aggregation once this runs, and this comes out of the other end, and I'm just putting it into the trash. So in the next little video we'll look at a couple of extra features and actually run and debug it so we can see what's going on.